Hi, and welcome to your reading. This is a timeless reading for anyone interested in having this type of tarot service. This is a Manifest Destiny tarot reading. For price inquiry and/or appointment, please contact me only via my email address found in the description box below. And payments must be made prior any execution of any healing services for an individual to take place. Please bear in mind that feminine and masculine energies are non-gender specific, so you can be female and or male-bodied and still feel that feminine or masculine energies apply to you in this reading. Energies may also apply to you in regards to any past, present, or future timelines of that of which you remember to and resonate with. Please bear in mind that all readings it is best to use your own good judgment and fair discernment, or vice versa, to take the messages that do resonate with you and to leave the rest behind, for this is considered a general reading for the public. Manifest Destiny. Let's dissect first what the manifest could mean. Before I don't have a dictionary in front of me to think of the definition of manifest, but I want to assume that the word manifest entails being able to formulate. Destiny is a path. Putting those two together, formulating a path, is something that has forever been on the judgments of the unfoldings of human evolution. Is it to be controlled or not? The species of humanity does need a level of law and order, for thus there are a million rules and laws and orders to try to upkeep them and to keep those rules. And anyone showing up on the precipice of breaking said rules will reach a certain consequences of thus the rule being broken. How does something like that compare itself towards the idea that manifest destiny is reachable and attainable to all, when all has been tainted with some version of subversion and submissiveness, thus control? The purpose of this reading is to see what details on the life path choices are important to perhaps discover or uncover, and to take the steps towards manifestation. Again, manifestation being the pursuit of formulation of something. The interpretation of manifest destiny and the all or nothing theory compared to that. All right, we're going to dive right into the reading with some oracle cards. I'm just listening out to see how many cards I'm anticipating. Please don't feel limited, that if you are interested in a reading of such that you're limited to the amount of cards that also show up in this reading. It is all my readings are intuitively led, with 7th of which I am. So I go with her flow. I'm waiting out for 2 more, so 3 altogether. right, we have the Shield Maiden. Make plans and focus. We have Hermit. Retreat and recharge. We have Peacekeeper. Let go of the need to be right. Wow. Manifest destiny. Let's focus on a Hermit energy for a moment. The Shield Maiden says, make plans and focus. And the Peacekeeper says, let go of the need to be right. The Hermit is suggestively in the center of those two, and it says, retreat and recharge. So both polarizing energies that are encircling this Hermit energy are the subject matter, perhaps, that this depiction of this imagery is challenged with, is perhaps maybe focused on right now. I mean, it's very clear here, I'm the one reading the energy, right? So this is how I choose to read the energy. This is how I'm being led to read the energy. And so here we are. We're here on this retreating perspective. Sit back, close your eyes, silence your breath, listen and let go, listen and let go, breathe in and breathe out. And then we have the message, and recharge. In order to recharge, you have to retreat. You have to step back, realize you step back. Now you're in a state of a newness. That newness brings a recharging. In that, you become wiser because you're learning how to live with the energies that make you who you are, whether it's the thoughts that come or the feelings of the physical body. To gain perhaps further spiritual insights. If it's not spiritual, it's insight. If it's not insight, it is to be inquisitive. If it's not inquisitive, it's to be nosy. And if you're neither, then you don't give a shit. Let go of the need to be right. Underneath the Peacekeeper, it's very challenging for the Peacekeeper, without you ever knowing, because all you know of the Peacekeeper is that it's the Peacekeeper. The Peacekeeper understands peace at a completely different level than what we deem the Peacekeeper to be. Because the Peacekeeper, in being peaceful, is automatically considered right. But in that same void of righteousness can also be moments of unrighteousness. And that's why it's let go of the need to be right. For being in the middle and being neutral is the best way to be the most clear-headed, be the more sensible, be more gracious and thus more grateful. And in that journey, you're not right or wrong. For that journey, you just are. We're getting into the explanation of all or nothing theory that challenges the idea of manifest destiny. Constantly having to give your all and getting nothing, knowing that nothing doesn't get you anything. Knowing that nothing doesn't give you all, but breathing between the space of, shit, I don't have that thing, allows you to put a break into certain situations that seem overwhelming, because it's the singular breath that brings the forward moments of clarity that are needed to understand why the pursuit of putting your all in sometimes leads to putting a few steps forward and feeling that at certain moments the universe is taking you a few steps back. I just kind of picked up this card deck. I don't even know if I'm supposed to use it, so give me 1 second. Okay, I am. All right, so how many cards? Wow, 2 more cards from this deck. We have Druid, hold the space. And we have summer energy, bask in joy and light. Let's see, I don't know if you saw this card or not. So yeah, get a little shimmery here. I'm putting these aside and moving on to tarot. We're taking the literal messages of those cards. Hold the space, right? Yeah, hold the space and bask in joy and light. We have the Nine of Swords energy, Four of Wands, and look at that, the Hermit energy, back again. All right. Some of you want to heal so bad, but just don't know anymore. You just don't know anymore. You don't know who to trust. You don't know where to go. You're overwhelmed. What? It's very straightforward. The universe is asking you to wheel it back and to search for your answers on your own for just a fraction of time. Try to make the most time of you as you can to this limited amount of time that you're saying that you have for yourself, because what you're failing to see is that the world is not working around you anymore because you're not showing up to something. Four of Wands is usually suggestive to be a very good energy of meeting, of seeing, of being on. I like to always see the 1111 depicted in most depictions of the Four of Wands energy, where you are becoming the master of yourself, where you begin the journey of inquisition of, yes, if this twin flame is real or not, true soulmate is real or not, soulmates are real or not. And if it's not that big, then something small. Am I getting that paycheck? Am I getting that money? Am I getting my goals manifested? Am I getting that job? Am I getting that interview? Am I making those friends? Am I getting that career path, new home? Am I getting this new? But there's an overwhelming energy that is not being addressed, and I can see that with the Nine of Swords energy. The Nine of Swords energy is saying that you're overwhelmed with anxiety, and maybe you're not showing it in the day anymore. Maybe it's coming out at nighttime, and you're not refuse to talk about it with someone during the day. You're not really revealing yourself to the individuals that are around you, and it's blocking your manifestation. Two of Cups. Fragility arises the moment that you pull back your energy and you allot some time to it. For you to either want to continue on the path of recalibration with someone or want to reignite something. And I say reignite something because this Two of Cups energy has something to do with needing to pull back the energy and seeing something that happened in the past already. And it coming around again will need some fragility at the heart for you to either understand that you have another shot at this chance, or another shot at manifesting something. One second, card fell. Knight of Swords energy. Knight of Swords energy takes all of that which has been said and saying, you know what? I am kind of tired of dealing with this anxiety, and I'm going to hide about it a little bit. I'm going to show up, but I'm gonna hide about it a little bit. And hide about it a little bit is, one, you're kind of taking the armory of the knight and kind of protecting your ego, wanting to sniff out yourself, maybe through shadow work, if you're familiar with what it is, and trying to get acquainted with the darker side of things, darker side of your personality. Boom, the Tower is here. Like I said, the Knight is like, yeah, I'm gonna show up, but I'm not gonna really show up. I'm gonna show up, but I'm not gonna really show up. And then boom, the Tower comes in and is like, you're either gonna show up or you're gonna show out. Tower card. All right, Tower card lands in front of the Four of Wands energy that I already saw from miles away. Here is not necessarily the best energy to consider the most positive in this reading, because the Tower says is coming in here, whatever your perspective is, it needs to change to 180-degree different direction. You need to figure out what the 180-degree direction is for yourself by brown nosing all the tools available in life and seeing where the Tower moment makes sense, either already has happened, will happen, or is happening, and see what you can do with that sense of responsibility or not responsibility, meaning if something happened that was out of your control, and seeing how you are actually interconnected with that. See here. I don't even know. Did I show you the Tower card? I don't know. Let's see. This is the Tower card. I mean, I can't go back and see, but let me show you here with the light. I don't recall seeing that with the light here. The Three of Pentacles I just showed you, as well as the Tower. We have the Knight of Discs, so Knight of Pentacles, as well as the Princess of Discs here. I mean, I'm really happy to see that this earth energy is coming out after such a time of serious need of pulling back and retreating and needing to recharge, right? And then experiencing, holy shit, some of this may make sense to me. I am feeling it out. I'm going to go out into the world with the Knight of Swords energy, take the intellect and what I'm coming to know with, and then the Tower is going to come and keep me, gonna keep me on a path of humbleness, to say the least. You know, the Tower is never really easable forgiving. That's why the Three of Pentacles is coming here and saying, or the universe is going to show you how some of this energy can be stable. The Three of Pentacles landing on top of the Hermit energy. So it's saying, you know, it's also giving that highlighted notion that, you know, wanting to collaborate will come, even if you're in collaboration right now and are forced to retreat and recharge. You can continue that continuous spiral and re-collaborate with those individuals, like I said, with the Two of Cups energy, wanting to soften things up if you want to restart on things, right? And the Knight of Pentacles is suggesting that same thing. So these are all, the Pentacles energy are all material elements. There are tangible things. So this also highlights of an idea that someone had an idea in the past, was giving it too much anxiety whether or not to really be creative or not, and if it's a good idea to actually bring out to the forefront of things and make it manifest and bring it on a path of destiny. And the universe is saying, hey, check yourself. What path do you want to be on? What illuminated path do you choose to see for yourself? And you can collaborate with yourself and others inclusively. With the Knight of Pentacles, you can show up and work with nature, work with in a community, work with a slower pace if you need to. And the page of this is saying, show up that pace of retreat and recharge as vulnerable and as surrendering as possible, so you can get the most out of it. All right, let's get some more cards here with another deck. Stagger this reading a bit more. If the Tower moment doesn't come and play its fucking game of Jenga with us already, huh? All right, we're starting off here with the Ace of Swords. Ooh. And that air magic. Testing the limits of the brain. Ace of Swords here. Sticking to your guns. The Ace of Swords for me is always so neck and neck with the Ace of Wands, because the Ace of Swords says, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm here. I'm right here. I'm right here with what I have to say, even if you think I'm not saying it. We have the Three of Cups energy, again, the collaborative energy, wanting to show up and say, you know what, I do want to usher in a recollection with former. I do want to collaborate with what it is that I know, what it is that I want to understand with not only myself, but with the environment of which I choose and want to go if I'm not comfortable where I am now, and bring forth something here, as well as the King of Swords energy here suggests. The King of Swords saying, you know what, I might not have everything figured out all the damn time, but I know what I'm talking about at least, and those two are exclusive. You know, someone doesn't need to know everything, but they can know exactly what it is that they're talking about. And you can have sense, and it doesn't have to be common, you know, it doesn't have to be a common sense here, but you can reach your sense of sensibility and reach thus an understanding. And all goes into understanding the details on your life path and where you are in your life path choices, and being able to understand how you can utilize the laws of manifestation, law of attraction, by understanding who you are to the game. You know, some people are so offended when I say game, but it's like, come on now. I mean, at one point in a non-offending conversation, you agree that life is a game, because if I use the analogy that life is like the game of chess, where, you know, the interaction of two energies, one is going to win and one is going to lose, and then it becomes a compounding energy of then knowing that you played a game. And it's like, energy kind of works the same way. It's just the parties that show up independently to be a compounding energy are going to be like, I want to play this game this way, and this is my team and my battleground, and these are the pawns, the bishop, the tower and stuff to my board game, and then the other one's across the field, the lawn of the battle, and it's like, this is mine, this is what I have to offer. Either you're a good chess player or you're not. It's you can learn how to play the game, and some people are afraid of the game of chess, some people aren't. Some people would never play but watch people play. Some people play and never watch others play. It's like, you can talk about a game and say it's a game and say, wow, cool, sounds like life, man. But you can't call life and say it's a game. That's a little weird. Anyway, manifest destiny, y'all. It has its lows and it has its high highs, and those high highs are really important as much as the low lows. You can reach so much potential in knowing the lowest of lows, and you need to become grounded when you're so high of highs to understand how to keep the high of highs and to worship the low of lows. The Nine of Swords energy, you know, again, did we not have, yep, we had a Nine of Swords energy before to start off the reading, and the Nine of Swords showing up, all right? You can't really hide from the energy that you say you don't want to address. I will leave it at that. All right, let's see. What else do we have here? All right, let's see. We have the King of Cups energy. You're saying to me, yes, you're right. I can't necessarily hide my feelings, but you bet I can. You bet I can hide my feelings. And you bet I'll make it look so provocative and clean that you don't think anything of me hiding my feelings. Yeah, okay, King of Cups. You might be a king, but you are the king of water nonetheless. And water is as fragile and as fierce to all arguments of the game, right? Five of Pentacles, all right? Some of you are like, shit. Some of you know tarot and you're like, fuck, Five of Pentacles, man. I can't escape this shit. I can't escape, maybe not the energy of Five of Pentacles, but I can't escape the energy of the Five of Pentacles, which means, do you want to change? Are you gonna change? Are you gonna take that risk? Are you gonna make smart risks? Are you going to analyze the choices before making the choices so that the consequences of the perceived action of what perceivably could occur are more wiser? Are you overwhelmed yet? King of Cups energy. Someone so fragile to the game but so understanding all at the same time. Now it's been turning into a war of ego to a war of, well, are you in control of your consciousness, or are you going to let the ether control you? Because if the ether wants to control you, it's going to give you the Nine of Swords energy of nightmares, maybe depression, anxiety, panic, over worry. I mean, that's anxiety, right? But you can worry about the past as much as you can worry about the future. One is anxiety, one is anxiousness. One of the same. Constantly being available for others and them not being available for you. Things can get very petty with the Nine of Swords energy, but you just don't realize it because you never turn around and see how many times you've been betrayed. To understand and put a barrier in between that understanding of existence in your life, that is in the way of what it is that you want or desire. What's the difference? What do you need that compares to what your wants are? Do you understand the difference? Is there a difference? Alrighty, that is all that I have for you for this reading in regards to Manifest Destiny. I hope that these messages were insightful and offered you something. And if they did, and you'd like to work with me, please feel free to reach out and to see whether or not there's something this reading or any of my readings have to offer for you. With that being said, I'm wishing you a wonderful morning, noon, or night, or wherever you are in the ether of this time and space. And may you keep flowing, growing, and glowing. Take care. Bye.